comes quick and hard, a disciplined beating from fellow crew members.
The 1997 baggy pants, they was 58s. And in them 58s, revolver pull out 38s. They get to bustin', you get to duckin', they get to running. They in the whip, they in the whip, they hit you once, twice, the whip they spun it. They came back, but you was ready, hide behind the palm. Now it was on a homie line, did all in the lawn. Lot of destruction, lot of murder for no reason really. Lot of abductions by Hoodas, you know they beat you silly. Lot of graffiti and DD homies was cliff hanging just to catch a tag. That's crazier than fucking gang banging. Hit up the spots with the throw ups for the eye bustin'. Jump your ass in, you know, first punch the eye bustin'. Picture a city, a million traviesos running rampant. Picture a city with bucket speakers and bass and amping. Picture a city with skaters, graphers, they hella wildin'. But they was styling, profiling, wildin' a little valley. 1993 to 97, it was 7th heaven. AMP and burgers or hot dogs, you know, 7-Eleven. Gang banging, tag banging, you know, Ben Davis. Victory outreach, nah, man, they couldn't save us. 1992 to 98, pull out the 38. The pant size was 32, but we was 48. The gang meetings going down, man, we was never late. The gang banging, the tagging, sagging, so homie skate. 1990 something, 93 until infinity. Either graffiti or thugging in the community. Jump in the bus and it be where you from or what you write. Oh, I know so-and-so from there, you know you dodge a fight. The older homies had Lolos cruising, they hopping bouncing. Continuation school and nickel bags and 40 ounces. Bumping the walk, man. We had a walk, man. They socked you up and took your stuff, told you to walk, man. They took the outdoor, they took the JanSport. Foot patrol or catch the bus, our only transport. Hold up, I'm lying, we skating, maybe a mini Schwinn. Street Fighter, perfect, or Mortal Kombat, you finish him. They found your stash, they found your Krylons, now they punish you. The Air Max is the fat bubble, the running shoe. This was the 90s in my city, give you insight. The Ben Davis, a zipper black or the pinstripe. 1993 to 97, it was 7th heaven. AMP and burgers or hot dogs, you know, 7-Eleven. Gang banging, tag banging, you know Ben Davis. Victory outreach, nah, man, they couldn't save us. 1992 to 98, pull out the 38. The pant size was 32, but we was 48. The gang meetings going down, man, we was never late. The gang banging, the tagging, sagging, so homie skate.
Friends loved the street fame that tagging gave him in his neighborhood.
Hey, have you noticed something? That graffiti came up more than gangbanging in 1992? You know, like gangbanging, hardly nobody paid attention to gangbanging anymore. Everybody just paid attention to graffiti now.
And after a while, just graffiti wasn't enough.
93 until infinity, forever 91. Catch the 1 or 2 or 3 or 92 or 91. RTD to CPT, Maywood and we're back to Los. Rebels, they was kicking dust. They was trying to match with us. Asians, they was crazy. Filipinos, they blasting your Pino. The Nas, ecstasy, and LSD to blast your Pino. 1991 forever, Sheltos in the Puma suede. 1991 forever, like I'm trapped up in a raid. 1993 to 97, it was 7th heaven. AMP and burgers or hot dogs, you know, 7-Eleven. Gang banging, tag banging, you know Ben Davis. Victory outreach, nah, man, they couldn't save us. 1992 to 98, pull out the 38. The pant size was 32, but we was 48. The gang meetings going down, man, we was never late. The gang banging, the tagging, sagging, so homie skate.
You were tuned into the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.digandday.com. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from Hotbox Studios 90042 in the beautiful Northeast Los Angeles. As always, we got special guests in studio, and today is no exception. Real quick, homie, who we got in studio? Introduce yourself.
We got ZAPATA the Ghost, ZTG Beats, Analog Mainstream, various different names, but those are the three that I could think of off the top.
That's what's up. Forever 91, talk about that. Even Victory Outreach couldn't save me.
Yeah, man, you know, if you know, you know what I mean? Back in the day, you know what I mean? Right after the first, it was Colors with the gang banging, then housing came in when everybody was dancing and doing the house. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 44.
I'm 40, homie, so I'm right there with you.
Okay,
I'm right there with you.
Okay, you're a little bit behind because of house, but you're right there. But it was housing, like doing house, and then kind of like everybody was dancing. Then it moved to 91, everybody was graffiti, you know what I'm saying? And then from 91 till about 97, it was from graffiti to tag banging, and then 97, the gang banging. The gangbangers bullied us and then made us join gangs or stop, you know what I mean, doing the gang thing, you know what I'm saying? So That's what the song's about. Just that experience from like 91 to 97. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole graphing, tag banging, Chris Blatchford, fucking Mean Street, Krylon, Rebels, and fucking house parties and warehouse parties, Nas, LSD, dirt weed, 40s. Ditching parties, you know what I'm saying? All that.
That 90 era was the best.
Yeah, man.
90 all the way to 91. When 2000 came, it fucked up everything.
Yeah, you know, it kind of, you know, it took a little turn.
Yeah, it did.
You know but it depends. It's a perspective because everybody thinks their era is the illest. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll say all day 90s was the best era. Yeah. Anything that came out. I mean, 80s came in the 80s, you know, I was a youngster, but, you know, still listening to Run DMC, MTV, used to actually play music videos. Yeah. But you would get a variety of hip-hop. It was more self-conscious, more on the conscious tip. Yeah. You know, you did have your NWA, you know, but, you know, hip-hop had just started. And I think in like 91, 90s, all the way up to 99, I think for me personally, not just because I was in that era or because I grew up in it, I feel like that was ultimately the best music came out.
Oh, as far as music, oh yeah, for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah.
No, as far as music, it was the most diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like conscious hip hop was mainstream.
Like you knew what was East Coast, you knew what was West Coast, you knew what was down South, and then you had your political MCs, conscious rappers,
and it was up front. It wasn't underground. It was like Mr. Window. Remember? Everyday people. You know what I'm saying? That shit was all mainstream and it was conscious.
It was the song was called Tennessee. Now I'm trying to think of the goddamn name of the group.
Arrested Development.
There we go.
You had from Two Live Crew to Arrested Development, and they were all mainstream hip hop. That's what made the 90s so great. You know what I'm saying?
What made it great too was Two Live Crew, the most raunchiest fucking group there was fighting for censorship.
Yeah.
And that censorship, we gotta thank them to this day. Even though there's gotta be a warning label on albums, but it wasn't completely eradicated, so you gotta give props where props is due.
Nah, most definitely, that's for sure. But yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? That the 90s hip hop was the best hip hop for sure.
So Zapata the Ghost, why Zapata the Ghost?
Zapata the Ghost, there's different, like, for me, Zapata the Ghost is, Zapata was a revolutionary. The ghost is a spirit, so for me it's kind of like a revolution of your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like revolutionize yourself within. You know what I'm saying? That's what Zapata the Ghost to me. I'm not a real revolutionary out there fighting for no cause.
Yeah.
I'm not really fighting for no cause like that because I'm 44. I don't have the energy, but I always have the energy to fight for my own better self development. You know what I'm saying?
But actually listening to some of the tracks that you've been pushing out, you may not be a revolutionary artist per se, like fighting the fight, but you do have a lot of conscious rap as far as what you're saying.
No, yeah. But
that in itself is revolutionary.
No, yeah, I get it. But I'm just not like, yeah, I guess you're right. But I'm saying like as far as the physical revolution out there, picketing and throwing rocks and lacing my boots and that type of shit. You know what I mean? It's more of a inner spiritual revolution that I fight. You know what I'm saying? More than anything, because if I can't change myself, I can't change the world. You know what I'm saying? So I got to fight within, and then once I'm ready, I might be too old by then, but I feel like if I change me, then I can change the people around me, and they could change other people. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So, that's true though. That is very true. That statement you just made is very true. Mm-hmm. Start with yourself and you work your way out.
If you can't change yourself, how the fuck you gonna change the world, bro?
Exactly.
You can't. You can't even do 10 push-ups a day, but you want the world to fucking do what you think.
Yeah, I could eat 10 burgers a day. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do fun shit.
Let me ask you this: What got you motivated or got you interested in actually being an MC/producer?
What did get me into? Well, it all started when I grew up next to KDAY, the original hip hop station of the world, because they were the first radio station to play hip hop 24/7 in the whole world. I grew up like literally next door to them, so it all started from me being neighbors with the radio station, meeting all kinds of rappers and stuff. And right around that time, breakdancing was in, so I was a little 5-year-old b-boy breaking, you know what I'm saying? And then just listening to Eazy-E, Two Live Crew. Then breakdancing came back around back in the 89 through like 91, 93.
Yeah.
I was a b-boy again, and then I kind of fell on the street shit. And then after the street shit, I kind of came back to like, damn, who was I really before I got swept up by this the street shit that isn't really who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I was. I fell into the street, the gang shit, but that's not who I was. I just fell into it because of the environment. You know what I'm saying? So after I kind of faded off of that, I said, who was I before I got swept up in this little gang hurricane? Oh, I was a B-boy. You know what I'm saying? And then I went and I bought an MPC. I just wanted to make beats, and then I started rapping, and then my rapping kind of was better than my beats, so I kind of started picking up rapping. But just the West Coast Underground was my biggest influence. Freestyle Fellowship, Souls of Mischief, Saphir, all them cats. Those were my biggest influence.
How much of that do you think is reflected upon your actual like writing down lyrics, how you present yourself on pen and paper when you record? You
know what? I feel like, to be honest with you, not that much.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird because I sound nothing like Freestyle Fellowship. I sound nothing like Saphir. You know what I'm saying? I sound nothing like these ill-ass MCs that were just like top-level motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Not to doubt myself but I'm just not. I'm not like them. You know what I'm saying? I kind of still, even though they influenced me to do the music, they didn't really influence my style that much. They did influence it in some ways, but if you hear me, you're never gonna think, oh, he must be influenced by Freestyle Fellowship or by Micah 9 or by Souls of Mischief or fucking, you know what I mean? So their styles didn't really influence me that much, but just the movement just inspired me to want to rap. Because what inspired me was the neighborhood. You know what I mean? The neighborhood.
What kind of style, if you could define it? What's your style?
My style would be like Latino, lyrical, Chicano, gangster, conscious MC. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big round to play in.
That's
a very big round to play in.
Do
you see yourself going more towards one direction than the other?
It's always gonna be constructive, you know what I'm saying? I throw a little poison here and there, you know what I'm saying? Just to reel them in, but then I hit you with the fucking with the wisdom shot into the liver, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I always reel them in with a little bit of bait, and then I hit them with the wisdom shot to the liver, and yo, you fucking up, or you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I try to do constructive music that's gonna better somebody. I try not to do like, I'm 44 years old. I can't be talking that mess no more. I used to talk that mess, but now I find myself not really wanting to do that.
What do you think about the current status or the current state of actually the music that's being put out right now?
It's too much Two Live Crew right now. You know what I'm saying?
In what aspects?
Just there's too many Two Live Crews. Imagine in the 90s that everybody was Two Live Crew and Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is right now. You know what I mean? It's too many Two Live Crews and Eazy-E's. Not enough Tribe Called Quest and Arrested Developments. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that is, though?
Why do I think that is? Because we, honestly, I think that we're straying away from God, bro. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I hate to sound controversial, but
no. There's nothing controversial about that, man.
I think we're all straying away from God and the belief of God, and beginning to believe that God is just a myth, and like, you know what I'm saying? And now we're just, I don't know. We're just like, we feel like we're just free, and we don't feel like there's something watching over us to keep us on check and going the right route. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like we feel like
the conscious is that there's no conscious to what people are doing.
You know what I'm saying? When you know that Pops is watching down and looking at you, you're gonna behave a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's what I feel like.
That's true.
I mean? That's what it is for me. That's why I think it is. It's just and if you look at it, there's not a lot of dads in the households anymore. So even in the households, dad's not looking down. Even the new kids, a lot of kids, they don't believe in God, so they don't think that there's a God up in heaven or in the house. You don't have a dad or you don't have God, you get all this fucking this wildness going on. You need that little iron fist.
You need that conscious. You need that conscious to know what's right, what's wrong, or even when you're doing music, you need something to tell you. I think there's a lot of just people, there's a lot of yes men that's saying that yes, that's dope, even though it's not.
No, there's always gonna be that. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and I get the yes men sometimes, because there's sometimes where I don't think something that somebody spit is dope, and I don't want to necessarily tell them that's whack, because my perspective is in fact. You know what I'm saying? So It is what it is. You know what I mean? My perspective ain't fact.
Yeah.
My perspective is just my opinion. So I can't tell somebody like, yo, that's whack. So it's hard for me to just, like, if somebody tells me, is this dope? And I don't think it's dope. It's hard for me to say it's not dope because you kind of.
So what do you say? So what do you say then? How do you dance around that?
I just be like, yeah, that's cool. That's dope. I just be like, that's cool. That's dope. I try to see, you know what I'm saying, their side of it and try to be a little more optimistic. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for me to just tell them, nah, that shit is whack. It's trash. Because my opinion, who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm just
you're Zapata the Ghost.
Yeah. No, I get it. Of course I am. But at the same time.
Of course I am.
At the same time, like in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Who am I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
in my own vision, I'm the main character in my movie. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the main character in your movie. So what does my opinion even matter? You know what I'm saying?
Word up,
but that's why I'm so hard on myself. I criticize my own shit so hard because if I'm my main character in my movie, I gotta be my inner Simon American Idol. You know what I'm saying?
How many albums have you actually smashed out before this album that you're actually gonna promote today?
It's actually the first album I've ever dropped.
Oh, you serious? But you have albums with.
I've had mixtapes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I put out mixtapes.
So what's the difference between a mixtape and your album?
That mixtapes are like beats that I borrowed from the internet and stuff like that. Nothing that's original or it's kind of a little bit more slapped together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
An album is a little bit more thought out, original beats, original production type. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the album that we're going to be promoting today?
It's self-titled Zapata the Ghost.
Zapata the Ghost.
Yep.
Debut album,
Zapata the Ghost. First album.
How many tracks on that album?
I think it's 18 joints on there.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. There's like 7 new joints and then like 9 old joints. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
It's just me making a comeback. I had put art down for a few years almost. Like I was still dabbling, but I kind of put brakes on. I was like, I wasn't believing in myself. I was like, nah.
What was the biggest thing that was making you not believe in yourself?
My own patterns, you know what I'm saying, where I wasn't able to do something and finish it.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would always, I'm gonna put out a mixtape. I'd start and I couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
I start I'm gonna put out an album. This is gonna be the first track, and I'd leak the track. I'd never finish the album. I'd do this and I'd never finish it. It was a pattern, a loop that I was stuck in that I wasn't able to jump out of. After I left the campaign, I, for whatever reason, I lost my mojo and I wasn't able to finish and complete nothing. So that little pattern started to be who I was. You know what I'm saying? My subconscious started, we're that guy that doesn't fucking finish nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I fell into that. It wasn't, I don't know, I know what happened, but I jumped out of that, and then that's why this album, this first one, it might not be the dopest shit, but my goal was just to
finish
fucking
it.
say that I was gonna put it out, finish it, and put it out. You know what I'm saying? That's why after that I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a beat tape that last time I couldn't finish it. And no matter if it's great, dope, or whatever, I'm putting it out.
Dope.
Because you know what? I need to create a new little pathway in my fucking brain that says we now start shit, we finish it, and we put it out.
Dope, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's, you know, the projects are, I like them, I enjoy them, but in case they're not the best of shit, is because it's not really meant to be classics. It's meant to be more of a training.
So for the next album, when you're projecting the next one's gonna come out?
Actually, right now I'm not even tripping off of albums. I'm just doing I'm just doing singles. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
I'm treating singles like this. Forever 21. I made a shirt out of it.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I made the song. I made the beat. So it's to me, the song is almost like an album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me to do a merch, a shirt, a vision, I shot it to the homie. He drew it up. So it was almost. So right now I'm kind of like treating songs like they're projects, like they're old projects.
Dope.
That type of shit. You know what I mean? It makes it easier to complete shit.
So on the Zapata the Ghost album, is that all production by you, or do you have other cats you're working with on that?
No, yeah, that's all by me. That's all beats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's all my beats.
Any features on that?
I have my boy Quest Coast.
What's up?
I got who else do I got? Quest Coast. I got D the Great. I got Bobby Castro. And I got who the fuck else is on that joint with me and Bobby Castro? fuck, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry, whoever.
It happens. Yeah. It'll come up right now, and you'll be like, remember that question you answered?
Yeah.
Boom, this is the answer.
They're going to hit me up as soon as, yo, you didn't hit me up. Yeah, so Bobby Castro, me, Quest, and D the Great, the rest is all. Pretty much all my projects don't really have many features because I don't like depending on people for me to finish songs that much because it's hard to deal with people and their time schedules and shit.
I feel you on that.
If I depend on myself, and if I fail, then I failed myself.
Word up. And then you were talking about the campaign, man. Talk about that. Well, how was that experience for you?
Groups are always a headache, and I don't ever want to be part of a group ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just, they say that women hate each other and they can't get along. I was thinking about this today. Men are the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been from a gang. I've been from a tagging crew. I've been from a rap group, several rap groups, and it comes to the point where you get enough guys, they're not gonna get along. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't like each other just as much as girls don't. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that girls are a little more vicious with it, or a little more, you know what I mean?
Guys are a little more political about
because if girls don't like each other, the worst that's gonna happen, they gonna get scratched up. You know what I'm saying? When guys don't like each other, motherfuckers could get killed, knocked out. Yeah. So we take a little bit more precaution before we full on beef, but we don't like each other a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? So groups are hard to, form. So right now, I do have a new little group of collective of MCs. We're not a crew, but we do have a project that we gonna drop. We all individuals. It's me, Quest Coast. It's Long Beach Guest. It's my boy MOC and some other cat Nuisance. They from the Harbor area.
Nice.
It's just a bunch of MCs that I thought that would make a good little collective, and we creating a project. We like 5 songs deep.
Oh,
and
nice.
we're gonna do like 4 more joints. It's Long Beach, San Pedro, Watts, and Echo Park. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
/ Silver Lake.
For that, are you doing the production on that album?
Yeah, I'm doing all the production,
nice.
and I'm doing all the quarterbacking, kind of in a sense, the same way that I did the campaign, and I kind of formulated the whole type of shit, like as far as song concepts and topics and shit like that with the beat selection and all that type of. I'm not taking credit for all the creative process. Of course, my guys are doing a lot of that. I'm just kind of quarterbacking. I'm not nobody's leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm just leading this project. That's it.
Dope.
Everybody's their own leader. You know what I'm saying?
You guys have a name yet?
I was thinking the name for right now, it might be Brownsville. You know what I'm saying?
Dope,
it's like New York, because the beats are very New Yorky, but which is Brownsville out there. But California, we Brownsville. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
we
up.
Brownsville.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. So it's gonna be dope, man. I let the homie LV, he's a movie director, the other day, listen to it. He came to our session because there's this collective of music studio, The Watch. You go to their app and you could book a music studio all over, and they have multiple facilities. Anyways, I was at one of their facilities, and he works under them, and he came into our session, and he was just like, yo, this right here, like, I want to be a part of this. I want to document this. I want to be, you know what I mean? So I was like, that was a good sign right there.
And anytime someone that either makes videos or does production on the video aspect, on the visual aspect, walks into a project and they like what they're hearing, 9 times out of 10 there's something really dope going on with that.
That's for sure, because he is a visual guy, and he's hearing my audio and he's turning it into his visual. He's processing it in his brain, and he's already thinking of visuals. That's like, yo, next thing, we just got to actualize it and put it out into the world.
Dope. And then for the Forever 91, you did mention you did the shirts.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Why talk about the design? Talk about that. Why that logo? Why that logo specifically?
So the design, I got my boy. So the other day, this dude hit me up on Instagram. He goes by Goose310, and he was like, "Hey man, if you ever need designs, let me know." And I was like, "All right." A lot of times I just brush people off because, they might be, a lot of times people are whack, you know what I'm saying?
But then it's hard to find genuine people in the industry that we're in. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find someone. If someone says like, oh, I could do this, I can do that, 9 times out of 10, they're just talking out of their ass because they just want to associate with something that's going on. Or
there might be, okay, but it's going to cost you fucking $300.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this dude was like, yo, I got you, homie, if you need any fucking artwork and shit. And, I was like, all right, cool. Then I brushed it off. And then middle of the day, like 3 days later, I was like, let me check out this dude's page and just to see and then I saw his drawings, and I was like, oh, shit. this
Word.
motherfucker draws, and then he turns it into like graphics and shit.
Oh,
So
dope.
I was like, damn. I was like, hey, you know what? Can you do my logo? And he was like, yeah, I'll fuck with it. So I forgot about it. A week later, he's like, yo, what do you think about this? He redid my logo. That shit was hard. I was like, oh shit, that's just fucking hard, right?
Yeah.
So then whatever. I was like, yo. So then I've always had this thing where I want to do things where I make the song and the artist makes the drawing of the song to kind of give it a connection between visual and audio. You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, yo, I got the song Forever 91. Can you do? I had this vision. I got to do it on the dyno, and I gave him the bike, the jacket, the whole wardrobe. If you buy the shirt, this fool, you can see the starter little zipper logo on the joint.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? I gave him the khakis, a specific Air Max to wear, the dyno, the 96 dyno, the Georgia Hoya shit that we always used to wear, and the JanSport backpack with the tagging on it. And he was giving his own little twist, and then he even chose a little liquor store kind of by like where I grew up at, and he just killed it.
Shit, that's dope.
He just killed. So I designed it with my mind, and he just actualized it like a motherfucker, bro. So he's working on my next joint right now too. It's called We Was Kings, and that's gonna be another dope design, and I'm gonna create a shirt out of it. So I really get a kick out of like creating things in my brain and then actualizing them. Besides just making it a song, making it a video, and then making it something you can wear, that shit makes my dick hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I fucking gave birth to all this shit.
I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. Same thing with the Dig and Daily apparel, bro. Idea came out. This is what I was looking for. This is what I did. The homie Mig laced it up. I called my homegirl Mota. I want this for this logo. And the fact that you can work with someone that could flip your idea, and you know, for me, I don't always have the highest expectations on people when they're doing things.
Me too.
I just kind of like, well, let me see where they go with it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
when they far succeed what you were thinking, you're like, holy shit, this is fucking yes. Like it motivates you more. It
Yeah.
gets you like, hell yeah. So
And
I can feel you on that.
That doesn't happen often, to be honest with you, where they fucking surpass your like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah,
I shot
yeah,
him
yeah.
the Forever 91, I was like, you know, dude. And then when he delivered, I was like, oh shit. I was like, fuck. I was like, yo.
That's what's up. Do
That's
you have
just-
fat guy sizes?
The biggest size I think I have, and I don't even know if I have them any double XL.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not that fat
Yeah, yeah.
anymore. I've been watching you on Instagram. I'm like, damn, this fool's body shaming
Bro.
people, so I gotta lose weight.
Yeah, hey, you have to body shame your homies and your girl and whoever, bro. Because you just have to, bro. Like, I body shame myself all the time. Why I'm not gonna body shame you, bro?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? It's tough love, bro. It's tough love.
Nah, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? You got to, bro. We got to be on point. This body is all we have, man.
You know, when during your, you know, you talk about you're doing production and you're doing production for yourself. You're doing production for the, hopefully it's called Brownsville group.
Yep.
Like, what's your thought process as far as, you know, how does Zapata the Ghost go in the studio when it comes to making his music or his beats?
So for that project, I already have the beats that I'm not making beats for that project. I'm just selecting beats out of my catalog. And
Yeah.
what I'm doing is I'm kind of choosing a lot of very New York-y fucking kind of like very testosterone-y guy, man, fucking active fucking bust some shit down beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what most of my followers like, what most of my followers are guys, because I make hip hop.
Yeah.
So hip hop, and especially underground hip hop, is really man cave music. It's man music. It's testosterone music. Women don't really fuck with it. They wear the Wu-Tang shit, but they don't listen to it.
Yeah, because it's fashionable.
Yeah, it's fashionable, but it's really testosterone music. It's man music. It's guy music. So why not cater to who's gonna fuck with us? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be mainly men. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't make jingles for the girls. I make guy music. So let me choose these beats that are aggressive and fucking, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm going into it. Like, let's do some fucking some man cave fucking guy shit, bro. Because that's, why not target my audience? You know what I'm saying? Which is guys.
Yeah.
99% of my audience is guys and Latinos. You know what I'm saying? That's so why not target them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to hear that aggressive guy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So for the beats, what's your thought process when you go in there? Are you sample heavy? Do you try to do? Because I know that with some production, there's cats that they only sample, and then there's cats that are like, nah, I'll never sample.
Oh
where do you fall? Where do you fall?
I only sample. I only sample. I'm not really musically inclined to where I could play nothing. So I really just find loops, throw drums on them, and let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That's all I do. I don't even know how to play bass lines barely. So if it just sounds cool and we can rock to it, let's go. Like people think that I know how to make beats, but I don't really know how to make beats. I just do what feels right to me, and if we could rock to it, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so spread thin. I take pictures, I fucking make beats, I rap, I fucking collect shit, I listen to music, I exercise. I'm spread so thin that I can't. It's hard for me to become a master of any craft. But I'm definitely a master of like creating cool shit. That's my main. I want to become a master of creating cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Out of what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not great at anything that I'm not like phenomenal. I'm good at the things that I do, but I'm not phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But all of them together, I feel like make me fucking great. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I understand what you're saying. So, you were going live not too long ago on Instagram, and you were playing some fucking, or you dropped some shit on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the fucking hardest shit that I've heard in a while.
Right.
Because you were sampling some shit, but you were playing it.
Yeah.
And then you took it off, and I'm like, what happened? Why?
Oh well, it was on the story, wasn't it?
I believe it was on the Instagram. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so then it goes off.
Shit.
It automatically goes off.
I forgot about that. I was like, man, you were playing some bangers, and I was like, damn. I was like, all right. I was like, hell yeah. I even commented on it like, fire, dog, fire.
Yeah. But those beats are still. I after I made some of those beats, I eventually put them on my page. Like I dropped them into Pro Tools, and then I put a snippet, and they're on my page. You can still check them out.
Word up.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into a track off of the Zapata the Ghost album, Raza State. Talk about this track real quick.
Raza State of Mind. This is gonna kick off the summer, which I should have done the video. Now that I'm thinking back, I need to do. This is just about Raza culture out here in LA, like food vendors, the fruit trucks, Salvadorians, Guatemalans, Cubans, Mexicans, the hood. Just this lifestyle that we live, bro, with, just being raza, being brown, you know what I'm saying? So it's a raza state of mind type of joint. Pico Union, Westlake District, Echo Park, LA, SGV, all this West Coast brown, not West Coast, West Coast, but in particular Los Angeles brown culture that we live.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
This is The Way Radio right here, broadcasting live from Hotbox Studios. Zapata the Ghost, live in studio, off of his album Zapata the Ghost, Raza State of Mind. Here it is right here, diggingdeli.com.
Bam!
Mexicans are part of our culture. They will jump over that wall, So, I don't know what he got against Mexicans, but I don't got nothing against them. I love my Mexicans.
Black beans, pinto beans, we got red beans. You know our blocks, they got Glocks with the red beans. Look at the map, California, this that blue part. Picture a block, palm trees with the fruit cart. Even Rashonda getting street corn, you know what I mean? Even Joaquin getting fruit with the dahi. In Southern Cali, California, that's the Latin flavors. Rancher hat, fat medallion, yeah, them type of waves. Big trucks and revolvers aiming for your noggins. We got them Salvi Guatemalans and the Nicaraguans. Hit up MacArthur Park, but I suggest not after dark. The Hoodas Park surveying homies posted in the park. My people humble getting by with the 9 to 5. On mechanistic Mayan pyramids, them kind of vibes. The sky showed us how to build, we not ignorant. This cultura, this is raza brown pig, man. Drink a chela, agua chiles, raza state of mind. Tres pastor, tres asada every single time. Coca-Cola, de botella, leaning on the palm. State of mind, raza West Coast, and I throw the sign. Drink a chela, agua chiles, raza state of mind. Tres pastor, tres asada every single time. Coca-Cola, de botella, leaning on the palm. State of mind, raza West Coast, and I throw the sign. East LA, Pico Union checking with the Nella homies. It's looking ugly with the tweakers, 10th and melancholies. But we look past that, step into the barrio. From El Monte, Montebello to Ontario. I be like Sario, they call me ZAPATA. They roll their R's in the barrio, they like pra pra. But we look past that, jarritos, we got flavor plenty. We got them tacos everywhere for you to savor many. We got pupusas, we got Peruvian food too. We got them trenches where they be burying fools too. But it be peaceful in the barrio, yeah, that's most of the days. We got them paisas, hard working labor, they close to slaves. We got them paisas, hard working labor, they drinking after. They full of stress and full of pain, but let it sink in laughter. We got them murals with raza gente with fields of corn. My people torn, feel the storm, but they need reform. Drink a chela, agua chile, raza state of mind. Tres pastor, tres de asada, every single time. Coca-Cola, de botella, leaning on the palm. State of mind, raza west coast, and I throw the sign. Drink a chela, agua chile, raza state of mind. Tres pastor, tres de asada, every single time. Coca-Cola, de botella, leaning on the palm. State of mind, raza west coast, and I throw the sign.
Yeah, because nobody works like Mexicans. You know, it's a fact, man. Even white people, black people, nobody works like Mexicans. You know, we won't go to the store. You know, all they want to do is, you know, work, man. They want work, man. Mexicans, they work, man. You know, I love my Mexicans.
This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from Hotbox Studios, 90042.
Yo.
As always, we got a special guest, ZAPATA the Ghost, dropping some dope ass content for us. Was this one of the tracks that you already had done before, or was this one of the tracks you did specifically for the album?
This is one of the tracks that I did specifically for the album.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you did the track selection, as far as what you did for the album, what was the thought process behind that?
The process was I had like 7 joints that was just laying in the cut, in the tuck, that I wanted to put out, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I never did. Back when I told you that I didn't have the ability to create, make, and put out. Remember I told you about that?
Yeah.
So they were just in the tuck being like a procrastinator.
Yeah.
So what happened was, real quick, try to make a long story short, I had a conversation with my boy, the movie director LV, and the owner of The Watch, which is the owner of the studio facilities. And one day for like 2-3 months I had stopped doing art, you know what I'm saying? And then it's been the first time in my life where it just, not that I was on some depressed shit, I was happy, it wasn't really like, I didn't want to catch myself doing it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't want to be in my studio. I'm like, I don't feel like getting down there. I don't want to be for like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So one day I said, you know what? I threw away a bunch of vinyl collectibles. I gave away my clothes to my son, my vintage shit. I gave mad shit away.
Yeah.
And then I had my mannequin with my logo. I had my logo, which is a chick with the boombox head.
Yeah.
And I had an actual mannequin, and I threw it out, and I sent a picture to my boy, the director. I said, look, I think I'm done. Like with this music, not like I said, not on no depressed shit. Just like, I'm happy. I don't find myself interested for the first time in my life in 20-some years. You know what I'm saying? And then he called me on speaker with the owner of the spot. He's like, yo, you tripping, homie? Like all this talent and fucking, you just gonna be a regular motherfucker? You don't even like sports. You don't even watch television. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with your life, bro? You don't like, how you gonna entertain yourself, bro?
Yeah.
You just gonna be a regular motherfucker with all this talent and blah, 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 blah. And anyways, they had this conversation. I hung up, and then I was like,
You were deep in thought.
Yeah, it wasn't even that deep. It was just like, Then I went to the studio. I went downstairs to my studio. I cranked up my MPC. I started banging my beats. And them shits were moving me. I was like, oh shit, I made that. Oh shit. And then
Nice.
it lit a fire in my ass. And then I don't know what the question was, but regardless, what was the question?
The question was, because this track was made specifically for their album.
Oh,
and you had other tracks that were like, you threw in there. How did you go about it?
So at that day, I wrote my first verse, and then within 2 weeks after that day, when I had that conversation with the homies, I wrote like 8 songs in like 2 weeks and finished them.
shit.
Yeah. In like 2 weeks, I did like 8 songs, and then so 8 of those songs I put out. And then 8 of the other, or whatever the other songs were just songs that I had in the cut.
Yeah.
That I wasn't too fucking like, oh, these are great songs. But I said, fuck it, they're worthy enough. They have gems in them. They have lessons in them. It was worthy enough for people to hear it, because a lot of my music isn't really so much the beat, it's more what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So, yeah.
Dope.
Yep.
Let me ask you this, working or being in the group and working with the group and writing rhymes in the group, how different is that from like ZAPATA the Ghost just writing an album for himself?
You mean writing with
For, like,
with the homies, with Quest and them?
Yeah, compared to you just writing your own track.
Well, when I'm with them, I have to kind of it's like once it's kind of like when you hang out with the boys, you're talking more about like women and fucking, you know, beating somebody up, or it's more boy, more guy, you know what I'm saying? More ruckusness, you know what I'm saying? When you with the fellas, you know what I'm saying? So I catch my verses being a little more aggressive, more less message, more just MCing, more just like showcasing skill, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm with myself, when I hang out with myself, I catch myself being more of a messenger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I'm by myself, it's more, I'm trying to send a message. And then when I'm with the homies, I'm just more generalizing some rap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Have you done production for anybody else other than yourself or the projects you're working on?
A little bit here and there for my boy Quest Coast. Not really though. It seems like a lot of times the boom bap shit be kind of turning people off a little bit, or I don't know what it is, bro. But at the same time, like, it's hard for me to give beats to people that might not deliver. There's just so much when it comes to handing out beats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
like,
you have that same the same way you did the logo, you have that same expectation for them flipping that beat.
Yeah, and then I might give them the beat, and they might not deliver hard to it because maybe my beat wasn't their shit neither. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, to me it was hard. To them it was like because everybody's different. Everybody's beat selection is different. So it just makes it kind of weird with the beats. You know what I'm saying? And then they were like, send me a batch. Like, I make beats on the drum machine. It's hard for me to send 10, 12 joints at a time. You know what I'm saying? So I be sending 1, 2 joints. Like, hey, make something happen. And then they might. I know how it is. They send me beats. A lot of my favorite beats I can't rap to, like for instance, a lot of Premier beats I just can't rap. I love Premier beats. I just can't rap to them. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? So I get it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why handing out beats and producing for people that aren't in the studio with me, it's a little difficult because I can't be sending like 10 beats, emailing and shit like that. You know, you get what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Are you still using the same MPC?
I'm using the MPC 5000. That's the one that I've been using for the last like 6-7 years.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, that's the 5000. I got to upgrade to like Ableton or something like that, but I'm just not ready for that learning curve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. I just need a drum loop and some drums. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And make it happen. Fuck
you ever thought about getting like the MPC 2000 or the MPC 1000? Fucking with any of those?
Yeah, I have that. I started with the MPC 2000 XL. I was on that joint forever. And shit. And then I went back to it the other day, and I said I ain't going back to this shit.
Why? Why? Explain.
Yeah, nah. It's just like. It's just, you really gotta, how can I explain it? Like, I'm already behind with the 5000, you know what I'm saying? So if I go to 2000 XL, it's like, man, like, bro, it's just like, listen, if I was phenomenal at what I do, like Jay Dilla, if I knew exactly that every time I chose a sample and I knew how I was gonna flip it before I flipped it, and that the outcome was gonna be ill, I would fuck with the 2000 XL because the investment is worth it because I know the outcome. But since I'm not phenomenal like that, every time that I fuck with the XL, it's kind of a gamble. Like, this sample might work, it might not, and it's 50-50. Yeah. And sometimes I'll spend 2 hours on the MPC creating just the beginning of a beat, and then it's like, that wasn't it. Yeah. 2 hours and I turn it off, fuck it. But with the MPC 5000, I know I can start a beat, and within the first like 25 minutes, I know whether it's gonna work or not, and then I can turn off the machine or not. So I don't want to waste 2 hours to get to that point, as opposed to when I can waste 30 minutes. But like I said, if I was phenomenal, musically inclined, and I knew I could do, I would fuck with the XL. You know what I'm saying? Word. But I'm not that skilled. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a machine that you want to fuck with that you see? You're like, damn, I want to see what I can do on that?
I already bought all the machines. I bought maybe the MPC. What's that? The newest joint, not the Renaissance, but the big joint.
Yeah.
The MPCX, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
MPCX. Yeah. I've been kind of interested in that. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
Yeah. But I bought the live. I bought the studio. I bought the machine. I bought all the fucking ones that came out, and Reason and all that shit. I don't know, man. Like, I fell back to I like the drum machine. I'm still gonna even try Ableton pretty soon. Yeah. But I'm not ready to like learn some shit. It takes so much time to learn some shit, bro. Especially me, bro. I'm dumb, bro. I'm very wise, but I'm dumb. I'm dumb as a motherfucker, bro. But I'm wise, if that makes any type of sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
Real quick, man, before we close out this interview, where can cats find the album? Where can cats, get the apparel? Shoot all that dope information out, man.
Yeah. So my Instagram is Zapata the Ghost 33 on Instagram, and then my YouTube is Zapata the Ghost. You can get at me through Instagram for the merch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really on the Shopify shit yet, but my music is on all platforms.
Nice.
You know what I hate saying? My music's on all platforms. Like only a selected few can get their music on all like everybody.
But you know what it is? Because there's cats that don't have their music available on everything.
Yeah. But nowadays everybody does though. That's what
a majority does, a majority don't. You'd be surprised, bro.
I
You'd be
get
surprised.
you. It's like for me, everybody nowadays, if you put it on one platform, it's on all of them. So
Yeah.
I like to say my music is on the platform. You know what I'm saying? Which means all of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's on all the platforms. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, iTunes, all that.
Nice.
My beat tape. I got my beat tape. I got my album, and then I got a few singles on there that y'all can check out. And then just holla at me through Instagram for the merch. I got the Zapata the Ghost shirts. I got more stuff coming. I'm just gonna chip away, bro. You know what I'm saying?
How many more tracks you plan on dropping within the next year?
The next year I probably drop like in total, I don't know, about 20-30 tracks or something with the homies and just singles and shit.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. Hold on, I'm overestimating. Next year, I would say about 16 to 18 tracks.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Cause like I said, I'm trying to do every song like that I'm dropping like it's a project, so that takes a little longer than just dropping a track. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make a shirt to it, sticker or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Some art to it, shit like that.
Dope. And then you mentioned that you're a little bit up there. You're up there in age.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna say your number.
Yeah, I'm 44.
Okay, all right, cool. You're 44, man. How many more years do you think you got left in this?
How many more years do I got left in this?
Or how many more years do you want to be in this?
How many more years do I? That's a good question.
That's what we do right here. DiggyDay.com. We ask those questions.
Yeah. You know what? A lot of times people ask questions and the interviewee will say, that's a good question. And it's not even a good question. It's just something they want to say. But that is a good question right now because it made me think. Like,
I was like, wait a second. Are you trying to downplay the question I just asked right now?
No. But that does happen a lot. They'll ask an obvious question and be like, that's a good question.
Yeah.
And then like, no, that was just an obvious ass question.
Yeah.
But this is a good question because it made me think like, damn, how long do I want to do? Honestly, maybe like 2 more years, and then I want to transition into something that fits my age.
Word.
Maybe what I'm gonna do is create a brand that has to do with like fitness, and like as I get older, I gotta match my age. So something that has to do with like well-being, health, fitness, maybe some hip-hop instrumentals, clothing for like working out, because it's gonna be a time where, you know what I'm saying, like preaching gets corny. Like even now when I preach, or not preach, but try to spit positivity, it's a thin line between corny and dope. So that's starting to get old for me too. So maybe through action of like fitness and stuff like that, I can preach through that. Like, damn, he an old dude, but when I do get in shape, I'm not in shape right now, but when I do become in shape, then I can, start kicking that shit and maybe like preach positivity through merchandise and like, you know what I'm saying? Like exercise or something like that, because rapping is really a young man's sport in a lot of ways, if you think about it. You know what I'm
but
saying?
The thing is about that, this is what trips me out, is that hip hop is the only genre of music where once you reach a certain age, you're like, that fool's too old. But you got rock stars, jazz musicians that are playing well into their 70s, 80s.
I don't know about that though. Like Led Zeppelin right now, they wouldn't be what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but they're still performing and they're still selling out. Still selling out. There's people that still go and support them.
Yeah,
but it seems like in the hip hop culture, you reach a certain age.
But they're playing old music that old people that were their age was fucking with. You know what I'm saying? They're like, even old rock and roll cats don't really create ill ass new albums. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see that. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing that appeals when it comes to music and all this shit is the young energy. It's energy. As soon as your energy plummets, it's not as entertaining because this is entertainment.
Yeah.
So young energy entertains. You know what I'm saying?
Word up, word up.
Older energy kicks wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you know you got to move out to the side after a while. Unless honestly, the only genre where I see old music still be ill and dope would be jazz or reggae, because those are both positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you think about rock stars, drugs, sex, and fucking. You know, you fucking not 60, still fucking hard like that.
You're gonna throw out your motherfucking hip, dog. Stop lying.
So it becomes fake. It's like, nah, knock it off. You're not living like that. You know, but an old jazz musician at 69 still gonna be an old jazz musician today, creating new music. So you still admire it. It's still admirable. An old reggae motherfucker, he's still preaching to Jah and peace and all that, so it's still believable. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why it lasts in those genres. But in genres like rock and roll and hip hop and energetic genres, as you get older, it's not believable that, you know what I'm saying, the energy is what keeps the music going.
Word up, word up.
You know what I'm saying?
Before we close out, what's one message or one thing you want to say to anyone that's tuning in right now that you want to leave an imprint in their mind? Say it.
Live in the moment. Every day, sit back, close your eyes, and watch your thoughts. That's it.
Word up, word up. I want to wish you nothing but continued success on the B tape. Zapata the Ghost, the album. Make sure you guys reach out to him. Instagram, Zapata the Ghost.
Yo. Thank you for having me, yo.
Yeah, no doubt. And then we're gonna introduce this last track. I'm gonna let you introduce this last track before we close out. Teen Again, talk about it.
Teen Again is basically, you know what I'm saying, the old homies that are still acting like they 25, but they 44 plus, man. They still on the block and they still don't understand that it's all about growth. And shouts out to them. I still love them from across the street.
Or right in your neighborhood, and you know that would be a pretty ignorant thing to kill somebody over. And you could ask most of these gang members today, you know, how did this beef start with this neighborhood? They don't know.
You got that energy, dark energy, gossipy. Guarding my energy, urgently my philosophy. You lightly crossed me, I forgave you, threw them files away. I hella love you, but I love you from like miles away. I tell a fly that honey's better, but you lie and poo. You still be lying, exaggerating, it's lying too. I hate the drama, you love the drama, melodramatic. Sneakers on carpet and fall, likely you attract the static. I get that money, that legal, you couldn't understand it. You get that money with tension, that's why you rubber band it. A solid one, that's what you claim, that's what we all say. You politicking, still concerned with what the walls say. I ain't in the streets, bro, I bought a house, bro. My main concern is my children and my spouse, bro. You came in bragging how this year you on your 9th fade. Lacking maturity, homie, stayed in the 9th grade. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a teen anymore. But some days I thank the Lord I'm not a teen again. Back in the day, I see some homies I ain't seen again. Back in the day, some homies they want a teen again. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a teen anymore. But some days I thank the Lord I'm not a teen again. Back in the day, I see some homies I ain't seen again. Back in the day, some homies they want a teen again. Homie, I love you, but I love you from across the street. The hood us chasing, so at times we had to toss the heat. That was back then, retrospect, and this is now. Back in the graph days, yeah, you had a vicious style. It was a party then, back then, but the party ended. But for you at 42, the party never ended. I drank on weekends, but for you, a everyday thing. 12 packs, 24s, whatever they bring. Killing your organs, your liver pickled as yellow peppers. You still concerned with little homies and fellow rappers. And I get you, I get it, maybe I'm watered down. But look around, none of the older homies not around. Still sniffing coke and taking doses, what's the prognosis? Diagnosis, cirrhosis, stricken the halitosis. I tell you chill, you got children, you agreed, facts. And now they tell you, you got 60 days to live, max. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a teen anymore. But some days I thank the Lord I'm not a teen again. Back in the day, I see some homies I ain't seen again. Back in the day, some homies they want a teen again. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a teen anymore. But some days I thank the Lord I'm not a teen again. Back in the day, I see some homies I ain't seen again. Back in the day, some homies they want a teen again.